home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier in the mood for action. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance here to check out some stats for Darius Garland.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3. And for the 76ers, George in the front court alongside Martin. Kelly Oubre out there with Lowry. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at, and they tell you also what you need to work on.
Outside, Martin. Oubre against Mitchell. Short. Rebounded by Allen. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Pass to Lowry. Here's George. Martin kicks to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Oubre cans it from downtown.
What a response by Oubre. Just coming down and sniping that 3.
Mobley outside. Mitchell outside. For Oubre. It's hauled in by George.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Lowry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. There's Embiid. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Allen, a screen on Martin. Here's Mobley, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
And he knocks down the first one. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And both free throws good for Mobley.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the trend they were looking for.
And that one misses.
Look, Kyle Lowry can never rely on being the bigger guy on the floor. So he has to rely on his smarts and guile and toughness instead. He's a very, very high IQ player. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's the stuff of nightmares for the defense. They'll see that one in their sleep. A long athlete like Allen flying in the air, that's a bad picture.
Now, here's Oubre. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Outside for Martin. Oubre sets the screen for Martin. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Okoro shot is off. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And George, here we go. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
Mid-range, no problem for PT. He's really improved as a shooter.
Mobley outside. Oubre against Mitchell. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Shoots over Oubre. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Lowry. Embiid with the screen on Garland. They get it again. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else he'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the 76ers. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now, here's Lowry, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Martin with a screen on Garland. Oubre up top, guarded by Garland. Here's Lowry. Mobley with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The drive by Mitchell. Good on the bucket.
And how about the strength from Mitchell? Looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Embiid sets the pick for Lowry. Shoots over Garland. The shot by Lowry, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
And Mobley throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now, here's Oubre. Inside. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Oubre. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. He knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Okoro with it, defended by George. Tries the spin move. Garland against Lowry. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5 now.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys.
Well, adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Garland against Lowry. Oubre, a screen on Garland. Garland against Lowry, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Cleveland also making a change. Wade, he's checked in for Allen.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this one. Man.
Yabusele, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now, here's Mobley. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Pass to LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Mitchell sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5 now.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Right side Lowry. And there's the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
George Niang, he's checked in for Mobley. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Four on the clock. Fires it up. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now LeVert. Paul George missing from long range. And it's Mitchell missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And it's blocked.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Now here's Mitchell. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lowry against Garland. Garland with the block. Wade, right side. Shoots over Oubre. Wade can't hit. The 76ers leading by 3. Outside Lowry. Down low. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Lowry.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 5. Green by Niang. And Donovan Mitchell hit from deep. Mitchell's got 8.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And it's in there.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
Lowry against Garland. Right side Lowry. Outside Martin. LeVert against George. Shoots over LeVert. George, no good. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Garland finds Mitchell. Back to Garland. No good. That would have tied it.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Martin. On the wing, George. Over Mitchell. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 10 points for him.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Martin against Wade. Pass to Yabusele. Stolen by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Niang out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Wade. And it's Jerome in a point.
And you know, guys, with him being on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. And we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Now here's Jackson after the miss from Joel Embiid. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Aston Niang. And here's LeVert. Allen inside, defended by Gordon. And it's Wade in the corner. That three off the mark. The 76ers trail to the inside. Here's Yabusele. The rebound by Niang. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. LeVert the pass to Niang. Cleveland moving it around. Wade a screen on Jackson. Back to Niang. 4 on the shot clock. Here's LeVert. Buried from 15 feet out. LeVert's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
Hey, you know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert. Showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 6. LeVert the pass to Allen. And the rejection by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
To the middle. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Jerome passes to LeVert. Pass to Allen. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gordon the pass to Yabusele. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Now here's Allen. Now Niang. Back to LeVert. Stolen by Gordon. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, they set the pick to the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Never quite sure of what Gordon's going to do in the pick and roll. When he sees a passing lane, he fires it in there.
Jerome passes to LeVert. Down low. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jerome.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Jackson. He has yet to score. Jerome with the rebound. And he banks in the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Jackson passes to Embiid. Over Allen. Embiid, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Inside. Allen, that's good.
And this is where Allen should look to score because he's got the size and length.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Everyone, your Sixers EMT.
Martin's checked in for the 76ers. Kyle Lowry comes in for Jackson. Then for the Cavaliers, Okoro comes in for George Niang. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. The 76ers trail by 3. Lowry kicks to Yabusele. Lowry a screen on Wade. Yabusele passes to Lowry. A fader. And yes, it's good. 8 points for Joel Embiid. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Now, here is Martin. 17 points in his last outing. No good on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Lowry kicks to Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Over Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
It's on Jared Allen.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
He doesn't get the second one.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Mitchell passes to LeVert. Allen, a screen on Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know, guys with good size and length for his position, LeVert can convert tough baskets.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Embiid against Thompson. Embiid dishes to George. Shoots over LeVert. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George has got 8.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake.
Now, here's Okoro, still without a basket. Lowry against Garland. Lowry kicks to Embiid. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. George Niang, he's checked in for Cleveland. Dean Wade comes in for Karis LeVert. Pass to Yabusele. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Lowry finds Martin. Oubre outside. 5 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Oubre can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Martin. George looking over the floor. A three-pointer is right on target. 11 points in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Wade. No scoring in this one. Wade, a screen on Oubre. For 3, Mitchell. The rebound by Paul George.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead. Pass to Okoro. Back to Garland. Wade sets the pick for Garland. Over Lowry. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 12 in the game.
And Garland is doing whatever he wants on offense, looking absolutely dominant.
It's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. The switch here also for Cleveland. Thor's checked in. In the corner, it's Martin. Garland against Lowry. Martin with a screen on Garland. Lowry for 3. Oh, through the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Third team foul.
Here's Garland, picks one up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 4. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Mobley against Martin. Mobley the pass to Jerome. Mobley a screen on Lowry. Clock at 4. Here's Jerome. That shot off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 4. In the corner, George with it. Back to Oubre. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. It's George on the wing, covered by Okoro. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it's George missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Okoro finds Mobley. Here's Mitchell, covered by Oubre. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket for Mitchell.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Lowry dishes to Drummond. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And
defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The 76ers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
One shot.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 15.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's George. Jared Allen making his last shot. Three-pointer. And Paul George gets the three. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Over Drummond. Allen's shot is off. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, Allen has been blocking shots and denying posters his entire career.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got it stopped, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And circling back to the first half of our game, Paul George had his fingerprints all over it.
I love the focus we're seeing from George tonight. He's locked all the way in, calling for the ball and giving his team everything he's got.
Leading by example. This is vintage PG-13.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pocket 6, Oubre with the steal. At the elbow, it's George. Over Okoro. George, no good. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Mobley. Lets the three fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mobley's got the first bucket of the third here for the Cavs.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set, and lets it fly.
Back to George. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Cavaliers fifth.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
First free throw is good.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And both free throws good for Paul George. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mobley outside, fires for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
3 points.
Garland's got 3 assists tonight. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Allen against Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Muscling it home, Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Outside Garland. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Lowry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. That one is off. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Here's Garland. He's got 12. Mitchell outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And they pick up 2. Garland's got 14 points for the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers per game. With a little more focus, I think they could find themselves in the top 10.
And the points off turnovers you talked about, you have to like how quick they are to react to a mistake. They get right up the floor as soon as they get their hands on the ball. Back to Oubre. From deep, George. Offensive rebound, Embiid. Martin wide open. He fires. There's Embiid. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Cleveland.
That's his 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
To the middle, here's LeVert. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. George with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. Shoots from 12. George, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Lets it go with the 3. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
Outside, George. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. George has got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. George, no good.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Mitchell against Lowry. Mobley has screen on Lowry. Stolen by Martin. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Here's Embiid. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Martin. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
The first one falls.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And both free throws good for Mobley. The 76ers leading by 8. Bounce pass from Lowry. Embiid against Allen. Pass to Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. And here's George. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Okoro with it. Back to Mobley. To the inside. Mitchell. And Tidy gets the jumper to fall. Mitchell's got 17.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Outside, George. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to LeVert. And here is Allen. For 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Now, here's George. Covered by Okoro. The 11-footer, Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Mitchell.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Outside for Lowry. Martin with the screen for Lowry. Embiid in the corner. George, that's a two-pointer, and that's good for 2. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
George with the steal. Launches it. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Mobley inside. Now recovering. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And Philadelphia making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Dean Wade, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers leading by 11. Outside Gordon. Back to Lowry. Pass to Gordon. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Cavaliers, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Mitchell passes to Wade. Mitchell against Lowry. Fires the 3. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Mitchell.
Assisted by
Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Outside, George. And it's sent back by Allen. LeVert with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. LeVert kicks to Mitchell. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to George. Embiid with the screen on Wade. Here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 37.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
To the paint. Here's LeVert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid. And Yabusele subbed in for Caleb Martin. And the free throw drops for LeVert. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the 76ers. They're leading by 8. Pass to George. Here's the 3. That falls nicely that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Mitchell against Lowry. The shot by Wade, wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Back to Mitchell. Cavaliers moving the ball around. To the middle. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside Lowry. In the corner. George with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
That one drops for him. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Allen finds Mitchell. Mobley outside. 1:12 left to play here in the third. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wade against George. Uses the glass to drop it in. And now a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
LeVert in the corner. Three-pointer. Wade connects from three-point range. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Gordon against LeVert. Gordon inside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. LeVert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wound up there for Allen. They get a hand on it. Out to Wade. Three-pointer, LeVert. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. And we'll be right back after this. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The 76ers leading by 4, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. At the guard spots, we'll see Garland and LeVert. Wade out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Niang in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Niang. Niang's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Okoro, covered by Martin. Outside Garland from downtown. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Stolen by Wade. Unhindered, going all the way. And Embiid with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
One minute now into this 4th quarter. Bounce pass from Garland. To the wing right side. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 5th assist in this one. Jackson dishes to Embiid. Embiid with the power.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer. Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Screen by Niang. And here's Garland for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Martin the pass to Jackson. Now here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Back to Jackson. Here's Yabusele. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
Playing high IQ basketball. A vet like Jackson won't miss a guy if he's open.
Garland the pass to Niang. Now Levert. Back to Niang.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Martin. And Cleveland also making a change. Merrill's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, from the first time I saw Gordon play, this guy is always in an attack mode, which makes it a tough cover for the defense.
Garland kicks to Wade. Niang with the ball. Embiid's there.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. The shot by Wade, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Merrill. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Evan Mobley's checked in for George Niang.
Cavaliers substitution. Number 4, Evan Mobley. And
a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The experience Jackson provides this team is invaluable, really. I mean, he's somebody the younger teammates look up to and lean on for guidance.
And the first one drops.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And he can't hit the second. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the result.
Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. No good on that one. Embiid. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Lowry against Garland. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Jackson. And here's Embiid. No good that time. Good D by Mobley. Here's Merrill, guarded by Jackson. Merrill passes to Wade. Pass to Garland. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
For 3.
Garland's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs. Outside Lowry. Embiid, the pass to Yabusele. They set the pick. Lowry for 3. And Okoro pulls it down.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Merrill, guarded by Jackson. Garland against Lowry. 5 on the clock. Garland, the pass to Merrill. Over Jackson. Merrill can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 4. Back to Lowry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid with it. On the wing. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now, here's Okoro, guarded by Jackson. Wade, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Outside Gordon. Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. Shoots over Okoro. The 76ers with another miss.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Wade outside. Back to Okoro. Down low. Here's Merrill. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers leading. Eric Gordon on the wing. Covered by Okoro. Gordon kicks to Jackson. Here's Yabusele. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Garland. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Garland's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And how about the soft touch by Garland with the nice floater up over the top of the defense.
Lowry against Garland. Pass to Embiid.
Like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
And he makes the first.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Caleb Martin's checked in for Yabusele, while George comes in for Eric Gordon. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And he makes both free throws. Cavaliers trailing. Outside Garland. Allen outside. Allen a screen on Oubre. And it's Mitchell missing. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oubre passes to Martin. Pass to Embiid. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. The 76ers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts are in the court. Embiid with it. Over Allen. Another shot. Count it, and the foul. That one on Mobley.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
And then Mobley, that's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. For 3, Mitchell. It's tipped.
Oubre putting those long arms to work. Manages to get a hand on it.
Lowry against Garland. Embiid is at the elbow. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Garland.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Garland with the screen for Mobley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. And finished off by Martin.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket for Mitchell.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Embiid can't get it to fall. Now Cleveland shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Mobley kicks to Garland. Allen a screen on Lowry. They get it again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, when Allen gets this position, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
first free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
And he is unable to get the second one. And the 76ers shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Martin finds Oubre. Here's Embiid. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Allen. Inside. Mobley dishes to Mitchell. Got it!
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oubre passes to Lowry. Embiid with it. Over Allen. Embiid, no good. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Let's go.
Here's Philadelphia. The 11-footer. Got it.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Mobley. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. Have not stopped.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now Mitchell running the wings. It's Oubre and George. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Now here's Okoro. Guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. LeVert. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Mobley against Martin. Back to Lowry. Martin with the screen for Lowry. Pass to George. It's over Okoro. Bank shot, no good. The Cavaliers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. LeVert in the corner. Back to Okoro. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Releases from the wing and drills it. And that's now 30 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Outside, George. Lowry setting the pick for George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 47 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Okoro. And here is Mobley. Back to Okoro. Here's Allen. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Embiid. Back to George.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Mitchell passes to Allen. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. And Embiid with the block. Lowry against Mitchell. Oubre, a screen on Mitchell. Releases from 15, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Lowry. Embiid's got 29.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
2 minutes remaining.
Mobley outside.
2 minutes.
High, arcing shot. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. And George gets to Embiid. Puts it up from 15. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation. A kick out to Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Martin's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Embiid, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Okoro passes to Mitchell, and Allen slams it in.
And just seizing the moment. Allen not shying away in the clutch.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Tries from 7. And Embiid finishes inside. 31 points for Joel Embiid. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Lowry against Mitchell. Good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now here is Lowry.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
We are the best fans in the NBA. I think it's time for our second half.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Lowry passes to Embiid.
I really think this is the strongest part of Allen's game, guys. I mean, his instincts on the defensive end are already platinum level.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And it's Mitchell missing, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a four-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And it's off from three-point range. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's a fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And the miss. So Philadelphia wins it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Shots weren't falling for you early, so what got you going?
I think, honestly, just getting into a rhythm. I just found a rhythm. I was able to see the ball go down. Some free throws helped. But honestly, just seeing the ball go through. First time, that's all it took.
That is all it takes for the great ones, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Joel Embiid.